Hey everyone, so I'm back again with another video. This time around I'm going to be doing an unboxing of the Nexus 6P. This phone here is a couple months old at this point. I think if I remember correctly it came out about 4 or 5 months ago, back in the fall of 2015. This isn't going to be a true unboxing because when I got the phone at the carrier, of course I have to take it out, put the SIM card in, check to see everything's working, all that nonsense, and all that has to be done. So of course the device is out of the box. So I'm going to show you guys first just the box. This is what the packaging looks like. You can sort of see that it's not really anything printed on there. It's just this sort of slip cover that goes around it. And of course I have to cut it open to actually get into the box. This is what the box looks like. It looks like a basic, just white box. I think this is made out of recycled materials, but I really don't care. And it has a P on there, if you can see it, just sort of etched onto the front of it. So just go ahead and open this up, and the first thing that you see inside is this piece of paper with just the P on it there. And when you pull that off, on the back of the card it actually has pretty much the contents of the box. So first up, it shows you a front view and a back view of the device itself. It shows you where the power button is, the accessories included, as well as how to insert the SIM. The accessories included in this one here with this phone, I should say, is just the power brick and two charging cables. One that allows for fast charge and one that's just a sort of more standard experience. I'll go into more details about the phone in just a minute, but let's just go over again what's in the box here. So this is pretty much what you're going to see when you open the box. Right in this spot right here is where the phone itself goes, and it just sort of woke up there. It has this feature where if you sort of pick it up, it'll show you a quick glimpse of any notifications or stuff like that that you might have. I'm still trying to figure out how to turn off stuff like that. So basically, the device goes right in this part right here. And at first I thought, you know what, maybe underneath here there's a headset, like earbuds or something. But under here is actually where they had the secondary USB charging cable. It was USB Type-C to just USB 2.0, I believe. And basically all the paperwork comes in these few leaflets here. There was also an ad for Google Play Music. It says that there's a 90-day trial just by buying this device. As for the SIM tray tool, it's tucked away inside the manual right there in the front. But if they're putting it, if you're getting this at a store, most likely they're going to be putting the SIM card in for you. So let's just put that to the side. And then basically the rest of it is just power brick and the other charging cable. Now let's just show you guys what those look like there. So the smaller cable here that goes from like standard USB to USB Type-C, this cable here is really short, and I found myself only using this one here if I need to charge the phone on the go and I have a portable sort of battery pack on me. This is an adequate length for that purpose. If anything, it's kind of long for that, but it's nice that they do include other options as well. As for the main charging cable, the one that's meant to plug into the power brick, because both ends of these are actually Type-C, this is the power brick and this is the cable. It's not the longest of cables, obviously it doesn't fit in the camera view here, but it's of a decent length, but definitely not too long. If I had to guess, I'd say about 3.5 feet in length. So it'll be kind of difficult to charge this without having to be like right next to an outlet. I sort of got used to my extra long charging cable for my iPhone, but oh well, what can you do? Sometimes you just have to charge it. But the good side about this is that to get a full charge from 0 to 100%, they say that it only takes an hour and a half for it to charge using the quick charge cable, and that's what this is, Type C to Type C. So that will hopefully be a nice sort of added feature of it as well. So to get to the main bulk of this, the device itself, I have it in a case here. I'm actually looking to get another case for it, as it doesn't actually have a cover to it, and definitely for a phone with such a big, nice screen, I'm going to be looking for a case with a cover. I'm also told that there are sort of Gorilla Glass sort of screen protectors or tempered glass screen protectors that you can get for this device, but I don't know about stuff like that. I'll have to look into it. So basically, the phone itself, going to try to angle it in a way so that I don't sort of reflect the image of my monitor there. But basically, the phone itself has a pretty sleek and elegant design, in my opinion. Very thin form factor, even though it does have a case on it. It's hard to tell here, but there is a bump out at the top where the sort of camera and flash and well, the sort of glass part of the phone is. But it doesn't add that much thickness to the overall phone, overall thickness of the phone, that is. And it does have a fingerprint sensor on the back there, which I actually find very convenient if you're grabbing the phone like this. It actually just wakes it up right away. I'm going to turn that off. Basically, switching from an iPhone to this, the most difficult part of it has been, well, with the physical sort of layout of the phone, is that the power button is right there on the side, right next to the volume rocker, and they're actually really close. And with the case that's on it, it's actually pretty hard to tell what button I'm actually pressing. But I'll probably get more used to the more that I actually use the phone. The battery life has been decent enough. I have been able to go an entire day's use without having to worry about the charge sort of dropping. In fact, I was out, I want to say, about 10 hours today, and I still have some charge left on my phone. Sorry about the glare there again. The Android experience, though, Android 6.0, point something else at this point, just marshmallow, and it's your vanilla experience, just regular old Android. No skins or anything on it, no, what are they called? Basically, nothing like TouchWiz or anything like that that you get with a Samsung phone. This is just your stock Android experience, and in the past, that's the sort of Android experience that I've liked the most. Just standard, across the board Android operating system. Anyways, the interesting thing about this one, in particular about this phone, is that it has two front-facing speakers. One is at the bottom and one is at the top, and it actually has pretty decent sound. I like that they are front-facing because whenever I've had a sort of rear blasting or whatever, that sounded awkward, but a speaker that is placed on the back instead of on the front or at the bottom, it really just produces, well, a muffled sound because you gotta hold the phone somewhere. It's either a muffled or faint sound, but with this phone here, with the front-facing speakers, it definitely has a sort of very enjoyable viewing experience and listening experience as well. But yeah, I need to test it out more and see what else there is to it. The last thing that I can say is that the cameras on this, both the front facing and the rear camera, they're both really, really good cameras. I haven't really explored the settings all that much, and I doubt there are that many settings to the camera app on this phone. But I'm not one to tinker around with stuff like that, and I just take very simple pictures. I've noticed that definitely the selfie camera has some stabilization issues, like it doesn't stabilize the image that well at all, actually. So pictures can be blurry sometimes, especially if you don't have a sort of steady hold on the device. If you're even remotely shaky, pictures will come out fuzzy. So that kind of sucks, but I suppose if you just have a steady grip, you're pretty much fine for that. As for the rear camera, really nice camera, 16 megapixels, I believe. So it is a slightly better camera overall compared to other sort of premium smartphones in the market right now. The only other things I can really mention is that this model here, the sort of black gray model, don't be sort of confused there. This is in a case, so it does come off as being a different color, but it's like a black color. This one here came in 32 gigabytes, but there is also a gold variant that comes in 64 gigabytes. I'm not certain if my specific carrier only carried each of those devices in each of those capacities, or if just across the board that's what they come in. That I'd actually have to look more into to figure that out. But overall, I can't say much more about the phone right now, as I've just gotten it and I haven't gotten to test out all the features yet. So a more in-depth review will be coming out later on. But right now, this is just a sort of unboxing and quick review of my sort of first impressions with this phone here. Definitely, if you're looking for phones to get and you like the stock Android experience, this phone isn't that obscenely priced. If you're looking for a phone on a contract, definitely decently priced for a premium phone as it is. And that's pretty much all I have to say about this phone at this point. So yeah, just keep an eye out for a future in-depth review of the device as well. As always, leave comments in the comment section below. Anything you'd like to say, comments, questions, suggestions, ideas, anything at all, and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Check out my Facebook, Twitter, and website. They're all linked in the description below, and also linked in the description below is a link to my 500 subscribers contest. Check that out if you'd like, and that's it. See ya.